Hello. Happy Wednesday. How's everybody doing today? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to my channel. Lord have mercy. Come on. Hey y'all. How's everybody doing today? Welcome back to my channel. Hey Ega. How everybody doing? Like I'm having some connection problem. Everybody doing okay? Hey pre-retirement. Hey everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. Today is Wellness Wednesday. And today I want to share about anxiety. Anybody know what anxiety disorder is? Depression. May is Women History Month. So I've been Women Health Month. So I've been sharing different things about women's health. Everybody's doing okay. Yeah. I finally got my monetization back, y'all. Finally got it back. But it wasn't easy trying to get back monetized. But you know, it's a Lord have mercy. Hey, Nell Taylor, one of my sisters. Y'all don't forget to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. And if you want to support the channel through membership or any other kind of way, y'all can. Thought I heard something. Are y'all enjoying this beautiful weather? Today, I want to get in my commentaries about anxiety disorder. I want to put out some disclaimers in my channel and me, of course. I'm not here to diagnose anyone. I'm not here to assess anyone about their health. I only share information about awareness and things that I have experienced in my own real life. But anytime you know something is not wrong, make sure you consult your doctors. I just try to put out information and education, and I try to keep myself educated, and I try to stay encouraged, and I try to encourage others on my channel. I was diagnosed with feel, and I had to take medication for it. Ooh, I thought I wasn't gonna be here because I was having panic attacks. Mine's are panic attacks. It's just like I'm gonna go through it with the different types of anxieties I'll be talking about today. But if anybody going through anything like that, don't be ashamed. Can't, I tell you, I had to put this thing on my phone. Hold up, y'all. Like I'm having some connection. Hey, Joshua. For anybody that go through anything, don't be ashamed of anything that you go through because you could inspire others. I have spoken on a lot of things that I deal with in real life, and I don't be ashamed about it. I just thank God for giving me the strength to continue to keep going. How you been doing, Joshua? Today I'm talking about anxiety, anxiety disorder. Men do have anxiety, but it's most common in women. The symptoms of anxiety, like I said, this is for educational entertainment purposes only. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and a commentary. I keep going in and out. I don't know. Let me go down and come back up and see what happens. Like I keep going in and out. I think it got something to do with the connection. I'm back. I think it's connection, but anyway, I guess Nightbot. Lord have mercy. Nightbot decided to come off vacation, so Nightbox is back. Shout out to my membership. Thank y'all for joining. You will see the members link being dropped. I think I got most of them in there. If you don't see a link, shout out to those Georgia. Thank you. Love boys or information about different awareness. I was gonna come live yesterday, but I was having one of those days yesterday. That's what I do. I try to make sure I get my rest. I try to make sure I'm okay. And that's why I just shared a video. I think I shared a couple of shorts yesterday. I didn't come live yesterday because I, I wasn't feeling up to it, and then I'm on a new type of medication now, and I've been. I don't know what's going on with this internet. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? This is what we'll be talking about today: anxiety disorder. If you're coming in the chat, I do welcome you, as long as you're being peaceful and positive. If you want to type troopers, your link will drop. Hey, Miss Key, I guess y'all vacation, I guess. I get Nightbot decided to come back on it. I just went in. just checked around on today this order. How you been doing, Miss Key? Good to see you. First, I want people since 2019. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing? Patong, Jody Catfishing. How you doing? Good to see you. To be panicked, and I will be sharing the different types of anxiety today. If you're coming in 2019, this article, so you know it probably have increased some now. More women are affected by anxiety disorder than men. There are high effective treatments for anxiety disorder. Approximately 1 in 4 people with anxiety disorder receive treatment for this condition. I take medication. I do breathing treatments. If I need to talk to a counselor, I have talked and trying to build under control. Mine's been up under control. Meditating more, breathing more, praying more, taking my medication. Yeah, I'm doing good. I mean, yesterday I was having one of them days I was real tired, like restless, like. So, when I get those days where, because I deal with a lot health issues, so I make sure I get my rest. And I said, well, today I feel like coming on sharing some things. Yeah, Nightbox had went on a little vacation, I guess. But anyway, getting back to my commentary, don't forget, give me a like, hit the like button, share, and subscribe if you're able to. The overview is everyone can feel anxious sometimes, but people with anxiety disorder often experience fear and worry that both intense and excessive. These feelings are typical accompanied by physical tension and other behavior and cognitive symptoms. They are difficult to control, cause significant distress, and can last long time if untreated. Anxiety disorder interfere with daily activities and can impair a person's family, social, and school and work in life. What they're saying, if you don't get, if you don't get your anxiety treated, or it can, affect you daily. It can affect you during your work. If you just at home, mine's basically come from fear. Sometimes I worry, but I have came a long way. I came a long way with it. I was having real bad at one time, especially when I was having a lot of trauma. No, trauma caused anxiety too. If I was going through like family issues and things like that, I was dealing with my health, and I would let it affect me mentally. But now I have learned to let go and let God. It's challenging. It's very challenging. So right here, this is what I say. I do awareness. I just share information about different topics, and because things that I've experienced on my own, and if anybody else experienced anything like this, you know, you always consult your doctor about anything that's going on with you. Okay. So they said anxiety disorder. It's a mental disorder characterized by feelings of worry, anxiety, or fear that are strong enough to interfere with one's daily activities. Examples of anxiety disorder include panic attacks, obsessive compulsive disorder, and post traumatic stress disorder. Symptoms include stress that out of proportion to the impact of the event, inability to set aside a worry and restless. Treatment includes counseling, medication, antidepressant. Anybody in the chat, don't feel shame if you're dealing with anxiety or any type of PSTD or anything like that. You have to take medication. I take medication. I have to take a pill every day. And I've been on them for the last few years. Because like I said, when I went through all my, I think I shared this before. The first time I had a bad panic attack when I was at a mall and this guy was shooting, and I was scared for me and my kids' life because we was running for our lives. I was traumatized, and that been like some years ago. And throughout the years, I would try to deal with health issues. Had went through the cancer diagnosis, and I was worried. I was stressed, and it affected me mentally. I'll tell and that's what I'm gonna get into in a few minutes. I'll be sharing the different types of anxiety. Like I said, I'm not licensed to diagnose no one. I just educate myself and read more because this is real life. This is real life. So my doctor always, whatever they tell me, I'm always going to ask questions. And that's what we do. You go to the doctor, make sure if you don't understand something, ask questions. Make sure you ask them different things about what you experiencing. Hey, Wellness Fuel Mama, how you doing? Good to see you. I got to put your link in the night box. It started by working on it on today. But welcome in. I'm talking about anxiety disorder. This is, hey, top bottom. I didn't see you, girl. How you doing? I'm just not seeing my comments. I guess it's coming in slow. Happy Wednesday. Today is another day of wellness. Just sharing about anxiety disorders. Anybody in the chat deal with anxiety, PSTD, or any type of depression, anything like that? Nobody. Good to see everybody. You slipped in, okay. Thank you for slipping in. Yeah, I think it's the internet. See, come in because I was reading. Happy Wednesday. Like you said, over here, you probably hear about a little everything over here. So today I basically been talking about women's health this month. And they were saying women are most likely to have anxiety than men. Men do have anxiety, but I think they saying it's affect women the most. Can y'all hear me? If you can hear me good, let me know. I can try to see what's there about the different types of anxieties and the symptoms. No, this is just commentary. This is not no diagnosis for anyone. You know, you go to your doctor, you check your physician. But you know, I only just share awareness, share education about it, and that's as far as I go. But I would not die. I can't diagnose nobody. I mean, I know I deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But I have came a long way with it. I mean, I done came a long way. I was having them back to back. I was having panic attacks back to back at one time. I mean, it was. Whew. I was scaring my kids. They were like, they had to call the ambulance on me a couple times, and I was really going through it at one time. I really was. This right here just showing like the symptoms and things like that. Let's see what they say. Yes, it it was affecting me mentally. That's what it was doing. It was affecting me mentally. Okay, this right here is just talking about the symptoms and things like that. Yeah, just showing like different. Oh, that was just showing like they said more women. You know, the statistics show that more women deal with it, but men do. They have their issues too. They go through depression and all of that too. You say I used to suffer bad anxiety and I was on meds. Okay. Let me see what you say. Read your comment. You say I used to suffer bad anxiety and I was on medication. I felt myself getting dependent on it. Yeah, it is. So I weaned off and got rid of the source. Oh my God. Oh, you wow. Wow. She said, let me read this again. Oh Lord, for real, top bottom. You figure out what was the problem. She said, I used to suffer bad anxiety and was on meds. I felt myself getting dependent on it. So I weaned off and got rid of the source, my first husband. Lord Jesus. Was he? I ain't be to laugh. So you figure out he was the problem. Yeah, I mean, I don't be want to take it, and I be praying like some days I might say, well, I ain't gonna take now today, right? But I done took it for so long, and I get real agitated. I find myself getting agitated a lot. I try not to worry a lot. You know, I done came a long way with that. And mine's come from like dramatic things, like when my husband got sick the other night. I felt myself starting to breathe funny, but I remember to keep breathing myself. My husband was going, you know, he was having shortness of breath, right? And I was about to get upset and get worried, but then I had to calm myself down. I know when I'm about to have one. I haven't had one in a long, long time, unless it's something happened, like trauma or unexpected stuff that get to me. But I pray about it. I pray every day to ask God to make me stronger. You know, I get depressed by some of the things because I deal with pain and other things. I try to just take deep breaths. I pray to God more. I tell him I pray for better days. Wow. At least you you knew what the source was, huh? Lord, you had to have a serious dramatic experience. So it's definitely, yeah. I my first experience, we was running for our life. We was running for our life at a mall. And we thought we was gonna get shot, which the guy did shoot some people, and I was had my kids with me, my grandkid, Lord. That when I had my good legs and stuff. But yeah, that was like that. And then, I was raped at an early age. So a lot of my stuff come from childhood trauma and stuff like that. But I have came a long way. You know, fear. I try to have faith over fear. I try to have faith over fear. Sometimes I get like that if I get too overwhelmed. That's why I don't try to argue with people. Um, I just say, okay, but don't get me wrong. I ain't no pushover now, but I just don't. I try not to. I really don't. I try to. I talk to God. I got family that I can talk to. I also had a therapist, so I done been through a lot, but I can't say God is good. Yeah. And people don't understand when you go through childhood trauma, like up in a home where it was a lot of arguing and abuse. Those kind of things does affect a child, and it do long terms on them. But right here just showing like the key things about anxiety and who it affect the most. And these just the statistics about um, men and women both go through it, but it seems like us women, we have to go through the most. It seems like we go through the most. We really do. So this is just an overview about high anxiety affect women more, and then it comes. Sometimes it's come from childhood, adults, and they say approximately 1 in 4 people with anxiety. Like you said, some people take treatments and some don't. I be praying to God to let me get on it for daughters. I just try to because I don't like to be upset, and I don't like for people to make me upset. And one thing I said, social media, I would not let no one or nothing on social media affect me mentally. Before I let somebody on social media get to me, it have been times where people would, how people try you now. People will try you. Before I let them get me in that way, I just won't come on. I just won't come on, or I don't go to their channel. Put it like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be miserable, and I don't want to be in nobody else's misery. You know what I'm saying? I do all I can to stay calm and peaceful, but sometimes it get hard. Because I used Better, they were great. Better, what is that? That's a medication. Uh, but this right here, I'm trying to see if I got that in now. This right here just showing like the symptoms of anxiety. This is life. Some people is not as strong as others. That's why we should encourage others and tell them, look, don't feel bad, because there are some people it really do affect them, and then it get them in a place where they feel like they don't want to be here. Yeah, the men go through it too. They have their mood swings too. They have their mood swing too. Just like, they be thinking like half of the women be on their period. Men be acting like they be on theirs too. You know they don't have one, but they act like they act like they be having one. Some of them do. So they said the symptoms include stress that is out of proportion to the impact of an event, inability to set aside a worry, and restless. People may experience whole body fatigue, restless, sweating, cognitive lack of concentration, racing thoughts or unwanted thoughts, hypervigilance, irritability, also common anxiety, excessive worry, fear, feeling of impending doom, insomnia, nausea, palpitations, or trembling. And when I I tell the truth of wellness. Some of them do be acting like they got a period. And when I know I'm finna have a panic attack, I start breathing funny. I can feel my breathing. I can feel like, cause then my grandkids, and I don't like to be like that around them. And I'm thankful that I haven't been having any, because I think I scared my granddaughter. She was like, Grandma, you having a heart attack? Because they said I was trembling, I was breathing funny, and my daughter said she would kept hitting me in my chest. I think that was during the time my granddaughter was trying to kill herself. See, stuff like that, dramatic stuff bring on minds. Especially when it come down to my family, because I love them and I don't want nothing to happen to them and all that time. But I thank God that everything worked out all right with my granddaughter and everything. But it was very traumatizing back then. And I can remember after I came through, my chest was hurting. I'm like, my daughter to my mom, she said she kept on tapping me. She kept on tapping my chest, trying to make sure I didn't go out. And see, I don't really remember stuff be going on for real. I just remember I be breathing funny and stuff like that. And I be like nervous, But I have came a long way. That's all I can tell y'all. The medicine, I think it helps. But I pray a lot. I just give a lot of it to God. That's you, T. Sound like I heard somebody opening the door. But they right here just showing like the symptoms and things like that. And you can do your own research. Like I said, this is just commentary for me. This is something I try to keep myself encouraged and keep myself educated about the things that affect me. And I know there are people out there that's living with anxiety and depression and bipolar and different things like that. But it's not nothing to be ashamed of, because that's life. We can either fold, deal with it, take over us. And my goal is to work better, trying to get better, have better days, and just keep a peace of mind. That's basically what I pray for: peace of mind, and to stay healthy, and deal with what I have to deal with, and what I can't deal with, I can't worry about it, because I know stress will kill you. I know if I find myself getting upset, I will go into a panic attack. That's why I don't. That's not a good feeling. Because I pray a lot and I accept accountability according to the word. And that's helped me understand the spirit world. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I read the Bible. I turn to God. I got a scripture I'm gonna read before I get off of here too. I find myself reading like different things help soothe me. Like I can read. I try to walk a little bit, listen to music. I try to do stuff, you know, to make sure I'm okay, stay calm. That's basically what I try to do to try to help stay calm, really. You know, I think after I had that, I had like two back to back a couple of years ago, and that's when they increased my medicine. They increased it. So since they increased it, I haven't been having any. And I also been just letting a lot of things go. I just been letting a lot of things go. I just say I'm gonna let go and let God. So right here is just showing like the different types of anxiety and what they mean. And like I said, I know I deal with panic attack, but I think I was dealing with the separation uh, kind too, because I had to deal with not being able to work when I had worked all my life. And then I was where I couldn't work and I got sick. I lost my job. Wasn't no income coming in beside my husband. And I went into like a deep depression and things like that. And, I was like, we went through some financial hurdles. And like I said, I didn't been through my trials and tribulations until God started opening some doors for me where we was able to, eat to help me health wise. But we went through it for a while. I had to go to a therapist. One of my biggest problem was I would cry. I would cry. It's just like, even though now when I cry now, it'd be like happy tears or there's something else going on. The adrenaline from the stress is pausing. Yeah. So are you a nurse? Or I know you said you were working in the health field, right? So what was you, like a nurse, or are you still in there? Uh, that was what I would do. I cry now because when you see me crying, I either I'm having happy tears or I'm sad about something, but it's just like any little thing back then years ago, especially when I want them a cancer diagnosis and trying to deal with not being able to, when you have been like dependent and independent, having stuff on your own, even though I got my husband, but I'm saying I would have my own money. I was able to do the things I want to do. And once my health started getting bad on me, everything changing, everything changed. And we went through a lot to get where I'm at today. And I let it affect me mentally. That's why I said I done came a long way. And I can't do but give God the glory. But this right here is the 7 types of, did y'all know it was this many types of anxiety? They have a name for everything. Okay, the first one is generalized anxiety disorder. That calls GAD. And if y'all, anybody in the chat have dealt with any of these type of anxieties, I deal with that now. Lost my job for 20 years during the pandemic. No depending on my business. No to make money. It's scary. My husband diagnosed with prostate cancer. Wow. My prayers is with you, Top. And see, that's what we went through. I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer, and I was out of. It was very scary. It was, you know, it made me realize, which I already know, you cannot take nothing for granted. You can't take nothing for granted. Cause the things that we complain about, somebody's praying for. or somebody wish they had. You know what I mean? That's why when we was going through financial issues and my health, I couldn't work the way I was. And then they refused to give me unemployment. They talking about, well, because you feel like you're unemployment. Because I was trying to go to the doctor, try to see if these doctors will see about me till I got me some type of insurance. I had a little insurance or two. When you be like, because I was out on long-term, short-term disability from the job, right? But it only be on for so many months. And once my insurance went out, I was like, Lord, how we gonna make it? I just kept saying, Lord, how we gonna make it? The one thing I can say about my husband, he stuck with me. And like my daughter was grown. I had family to help out, but it ain't nothing like your own money. I'm praying for you and your family. I was a lead medical assistant at a surgical uh, coordinator, but I studied nursing so good. So good, the doctors depended on me. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, yeah. But the next one is obsessive compulsive disorder called OCD. Heard the top there. It's obsession and compulsive all significant distress. Okay. These are just 7 types of anxiety. Number 3, panic disorder. This what I experienced. A sudden episode of pure fear accompanied by physical symptoms such as shortness of breath, heart, my chest be hurting, I be having shortness of breath. Cause I had a panic attack when I seen a snake. That's why I said I don't like to see nothing crawling. And they were telling me, "Ooh, please." I don't even like to talk about them crawling things. That's just how bad they get to me. That was back then, but I still don't want to see none now either. But yeah, that's what I did with panic attack, and it just seemed like I'd be out of it. I don't really know what be going on until somebody like my family might say, you had a panic attack. Sometimes I can feel like I start my breath. I can feel getting short in the breath. I do feel that. And anything else, I really can't remember. My granddaughter, I mean, I don't be want to be like that around them. I be scaring them. So I just said, Lord, I pray. I said, just take that away from me. Take that away from me. So so far, last couple of years, I have been doing that. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I got a phone call. Hold on 1 minute. I'm back. It was somebody wanted to order something from me. I do have my spread shop if anybody want to and things. I'm wearing shirt customer. She love these aprons I be having. And I be putting different designs on them. Sometimes they give me their designs and I put them on there. I just go through spread shop and let them just print everything. But I'm back, y'all. I had to take care of something right quick. See, because she trying to get an order and want it back by the first, the third. I don't know. Let me see something. But yes, get back to what I was talking about, the panic attacks and stuff like that. I'm just glad, like the song say, I'm just glad I ain't like I used to be. I tell you, I might not be where I need to be, but I'm glad I ain't where I used to be. You know? So, I can talk about it, I can share because I experience it. It ain't nothing shameful, but it's something you have to deal with. And a lot of people is not as strong as others. Yes, I said, look, I'm here. I thank God I'm here. Because a lot of people are not here. You know what I mean? So it'll be. Let me see. So I'm trying to check this lady order out right quick. I'm be pushing it. She's really gonna be pushing the time. She wanted by the third. Ugh. She really going to be pushing it. Yeah, Nightbox decided to come back bottom. What you been doing today? Were you able to get your equipment working? I see you had something on your community wall. I did vote for you. I did vote for you. Boy, she gonna be pushing it mighty close. I don't know if she gonna have it by the third, but we gonna see. Mm-hmm. And thank you, packing my product for tomorrow pop-up shop. So where you gonna be at? You gonna be online or you gonna be at a place? I gotta check out and see what you got over there. You have a link or something? Do you have a link? You have a link to your shop? Hey Frank, how you doing? And thank you. I'm still on the women's health. I'll be talking about y'all guys next month. Now you gonna be a guest and come on and share about some things that you about your health and things like that. But we're talking about anxiety today. I was just sharing about men go through anxiety too, and sometimes I ain't saying you, Frank, but hey, Six Bow, how you doing? I was saying men be having their mood swing too. I said someone be acting like they be on their period. Frank, I ain't talking about y'all guys now. But some guys do be acting like, ooh. I be like, they okay? But guys have their mood swings too. They go through depression, they go through anxiety, they go through it all. Sis Bo, how you and the kids done? I know the baby that got big. I ain't been seeing you lately. You been coming on? I wasn't up to it yesterday. I wasn't feeling my best yesterday. That's why I didn't come on yesterday. I took that medication. Sometimes when I take my medication, It had me so restless. So I said, I got to get my rest. I said, I felt like coming on talking a little bit today. Nightbox came back today too, y'all. I'm trying to see if I got all my members in now. Can't really tell. Let me see who this is. Conscious. I gotta put yeah, they do. They have mood swing too. We all go through some type of anxiety and depression. You know, a lot of people don't speak on it, but they do. Okay. You've been doing some on your channel because I've been trying to trying to check it out. I've been over there to your channel. I said maybe she been. Sometimes I see your shorts. I be seeing your shorts. Good. You saddle with Nightball. He just coming back. Some men are bipolar. Yeah, some women are too. Okay. I don't know. Nightball take him. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he came back today. I told me, kids, I don't know what's wrong with this thing. I said, oh, he want to act up. Well, he want to act up. But y'all don't forget to check out my members. I have my members link. Fugal Mama was gifted a member on my channel for a month. Someone gifted her, so I got to put her link in there. But y'all make sure y'all check her out. Y'all can type troopers for y'all link to drop. But that's what we're talking about today is I'm trying to get this lady order right too. She orders aprons and cups. I was talking about the different types of anxiety we have, and I have the panic attacks. Y'all don't know if y'all can see that on the thing, but these are the different types of anxiety I was talking about. What y'all had for dinner today? Or y'all haven't cooked yet? You struggle with it too? Girl, I have, but it didn't got better. It have gotten better, 6 bowls, but I still, it'll get to me. Like my husband wasn't feeling good last week. He was having shortness of breath last week. And I was getting upset about him. Okay, that sounds good. I had some snap beans and white potato and chicken. When my daughter, that was she had cooked. Come up in with the babies today. Um, most men have anger issues or abuse issues. That's true. And like I was saying that, you know, I really think some of mine come from what I went through as a child, being raped, and then as I got older, I was going through some old trauma with different things, and you know, I let fear take over faith. I let fear take over faith, which I should let faith be over fear. And but I can't say, my family can say it. They know now too that I'm not as bad as I used to be. Cause my daughter said she used to have to tap me, make sure I come back through, especially when I have them real bad. So yes, I'm on medication, you know, but I be praying, asking God if I can get off of it. Oh, yeah, I think you had told me about that before. So Frank, is he still around? Your real father still around? Yeah, my mom and dad was separated. I just cancer. He said he got to get a what they call it next week. So, but he doing okay. Y'all can just keep my family in prayer though. My dad dealing with two types of cancer: kidney and prostate. You see, I let the other year I was living with, he was going through affect me. So I've been praying. I said, Lord, just make me strong because I know I need to be stronger for him. But he he himself laughing and talking, and he just they gotta check his levels and stuff like that. Cause that what men mostly deal with prostate. But yeah, I was reading. See that girl got that. I sent her. I was reading the different types of anxiety. Like I said, my challenge is not to diagnose no one or assess anyone. You go having any of these issues, please go to your doctor. Talk to your doctor about it. Let them know how you feeling and things like that. This is Women Health Month. And I just been talking about different stuff. So I was just talking about the 7 major types of anxiety disorder. Number 1, the generalized anxiety disorder called GAD, unmanageable feelings of chronic and excessive worry for more days than not for at least 6 months. That's what generalized. If you just worry. I mean, if you just worry all the time. They call that generalized obsessive disorder, and compulsion that cause significant I would deal with things on my own as a child. Oh, you did, Frank? Wow. I'm sorry to hear about that. But you said your granddad and your grandma was around, right? It's a lot to balance. Yeah, it is. Okay, and number 3 is panic disorder. Like I told y'all, that's what I go through because I get shortness of breath. I start having heart palpitations, chest pain, abdominal discomfort. And that's how they diagnosed me because that's what I go through. I be trembling. But I can't say it's been almost a year. It's been almost a year I haven't had one, but I find myself leading into one, but I'm learning how to control myself now. Unless it be so dramatic where it'll happen. You know what I'm saying? Cause I had got scared for my husband the other day because he wasn't breathing right. He didn't want to go to the doctor, but he did go. Me and him both out there. I'm trying to calm myself down. He already couldn't breathe. And I'm like, oh my God. So all his tests came back good, but he just some stuff he got to work on too. Worry and stress will put you in the hospital or take you out. Yeah, it most definitely will. It most definitely will. Oh, your granddaddy died before your dad. Yeah, it will, Frank. That stress ain't nothing to play with. So the next one is post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. It's acute stress disorder. I know a lot of people say they deal with this. An anxiety disorder that can develop when people encounter a terrifying event where they feel threatened or experience actual physical harm. Yeah, that day when that boy was running around in that mall with that gun, I know I was going through PSTD and everything. Cause shoot, that was a life-changing thing. We was actually never I have a stepfather, but he didn't want to talk about personal stuff. Oh, okay. Understand. But yeah, PTSD. Yep. I've been through that too, especially that day. But I was diagnosed with the panics and anxiety. That boy had everybody running, old, young, sticks, everything. He just crazy out there shooting. I think 2 people ended up getting shot. Okay, the next one is social anxiety disorder. I hear a lot of people talk about this one too. Experience of tense fear and worry in social situations, not only when dealing with adults, but also interaction with your peers. Yeah, I done heard of that one. The next one is phobias and irrational and excessive fear of very specific place, fear or object. Okay. Like I was talking about that snake. I can't stand them. Them things scare me. I can't even watch a scary movie. Don't know kids tell mom, how you gonna go watch a scary movie? You can't even watch no scary movie. Like I just now I watch mysteries, but them scary ones. And so the last one is separation anxiety disorder. And anxiety disorder most common in young children that results in extreme fear of being separated from a loved one and sometimes of something tragic happened to this person. Okay. They say a lot of kids go through that. Too many negative vibes when it's a crowd of people. Okay. So, um, was you able to? I think you had said did you and your dad did y'all get along or did y'all get along? Were you able to talk to him at all, Frank? Have any relationship with him? Some people don't get a chance to tell things before they die. Was you able to make peace about it, or you know, sometimes you have to. A lot of people don't want to forgive, but sometimes you have to forgive. Hey y'all, sometimes you have to forgive for your own own well-being. You know, some people like I think you had said that the other day on one of your videos. Hey, Miss Key, how you doing? I think you said that on one of your videos that some people will take stuff to their grave, grudges. Well, that is true. Some people don't want to have peace. Some people don't want to make peace for themselves. Sometimes you have to forgive people for you to be able to move on. You said, look on my phone. We just talking about the anxiety and things that everyday life. Everyday life. Cause your girl get my message. Let's see. Try to read what you said, Frank. Welcome in, everybody. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. And shout out to my members. Appreciate you guys. Let's see. You say you're not getting Frank notification? Yeah, sometimes I don't get his notification. It just, I don't know. Somebody else was saying something about the notification. You forgave him, Frank? I tried, but he didn't want a relationship. I understand that, Frank. And that's all you could have did. But deep flowers for everybody. That's all that's all you was able to do. If you forgave him and you made peace with him, you know, that'll make you feel good about who you are. But understand, because I always wanted my mom and dad to be together. I said, and I asked my dad, I said, why you didn't just stay with my mama, He told me he was young and they both were doing what they did or whatever, whatever. But my mama said with my dad, my dad said with both of them. So, but I ought to be able to understand why he didn't do for my mom and us the way he did for the other family. And then as I got older, when you young, you together now. I think that's how I want their mom and dad to be together. But sometimes, uh, if you don't get notification, you're scrolling past that person content too often. Haven't consumed enough of the channel or went too long without watching a channel. Oh, that what that mean? Wow. He was more close to my brothers and sister than me, even though I was the baby. For real, Frank? So that made you felt a certain way, didn't it? It made you felt a certain way? Wow. But yeah, I used to, I questioned my dad, like, because as I got older, I'm like, why we didn't, why you couldn't provide for us the way how you provided for that family? And then my mama was struggling trying to take care of 6 kids. Well, it's 4 by my dad, the only girl, 5 brothers. And I said, my mama here trying to take care of all of us. But I just, it was just like, I just wish they could have stayed together. But sometimes people just not meant to be, no matter how much you try to stay with somebody, it just ain't there. I mean, but we still, if we're able to forgive someone, forgive them for you. That's how you get your peace. That's how you don't have to deal with all that stress and things like that. Y'all hear what Six Bowl said? Like, if you haven't been to a person's channel or been like, on a person's channel for a while, if you haven't seen them for a while, I guess they're saying that's why you don't get the notification. Sometimes I'll go over there and hit that button again, and I'll, just resubscribe like that. But a lot of people be saying they don't be getting notification. My father slept with random women and kicked out and kicked. My father slept with random women and kicked out to. What you saying? He slept with random women and he kicked y'all to the side. Okay. Wow. And I know that was hard to witness. He kicked you to the side. Oh, wow. So how was he with your how was he with your brothers? How was he with your brothers and stuff? You see your other family members. You the only child, Frank? How did he treat the rest of them? Like I said, men go through stuff too. They have their ways, and uh, we go through the postpartum after we had the babies. We deal with that. Okay, yeah, go check it out. Cause I think if you don't, when I don't get notifications, sometimes I just go and hit that button again and try to resubscribe and see how that works. Oh, that's on your mama's side. Six Bowles and Frank, that's like my ex. He proposes to every woman but never been married. What? Six Bowles? Oh my God. Wow. I stayed married for the children, but was getting sick. And see, that's what a lot of people do. They stay they stay because of the children. This is top bottom on the y'all. She been over here a little while now, but she was saying she was dealing with anxiety. But once she got rid of her hub, I ain't damn, but how she said it in the chat. She said she was going through anxiety. She was on medication, and she weaned herself off the medication. But she said once she second husband, she said she started getting better. And see, that's what we're talking about today. Sometimes we all this affect us mentally. Like top bottom, she probably was dealing with the different type of attitudes and I'm not saying he abused you or whatever because I don't know because you haven't said it. But probably he was probably doing some verbal abuse or talking to you in a certain way, and you probably had to deal with it, and you was just trying to be there for your children until you got to the point where you say, I can't take it no more. Because people don't realize words do hurt, y'all. Words do hurt. When they be to my sticks and stone, words don't hurt. Yes, they do. Sticks and stone might break my bone, or the words never hurt. Yes, they do. Because you don't want nobody treating you any kind of way. But when you got children, it's a different story. Because you looking at your financial situation, and you got multiple kids, you probably need help with them. Frank said, let's see, read it right here. Frank said, sometimes it bothers me when men have kids, they don't want to be bothered. Yeah. So that can trigger you and make you think about how your dad did you, and Frank. Cause I know you probably say to yourself, what did I do wrong? Did you ever ask yourself? Because when I went through when I got raped and stuff, I was wondering, what did I do? What did I do to him to want to do that to me? You start questioning, wondering, was it something you doing wrong? And you don't have to be in did nothing wrong. It's just because of the fact that you had to live through this. And that is trauma right now. Going through that as a child, Frank, I know that kind of mentally bothered you. You wanted your dads. You want your dad to show you how to drive. You want your dad to show you how to play ball, fish, maybe talk to you about women. Dads do have a role to play in our children's lives. Some people, some children prefer to have their dad to talk to. Some people don't like to talk to their moms. They relate their dad. They all children want their dad. It just don't work out like that. It just don't work out. A lot of people be asking me, how did 36 years? Come on, I'm married 34. And 35. I'm losing count. But anyway, they often ask me, how did y'all stay together that long? It took work. It took work. You hear me? Everything is not peachy. Everything was not peachy. We went through a lot as a team, went through a lot as individuals. We went through a lot. We really did. But we hung in there. We're still hanging in there. And it take communication for one thing. You gotta be on the same page. One thing in their way, one thing way. I tell you, you ain't gonna agree on everything now. Cause men think they right, and we know we right. Men think they right, and we know we right. But I'm saying you're not gonna agree on everything. That's what y'all saying. Yeah, some people should be parents. Some people should not be parents. Then children and analyze it as their fault. Yeah, they be wondering, what did I do? Why did they don't want to be with me, or stuff like that? Why they but yeah, like I tell people, I said me and my husband both wanted the same thing. We know we had children. We know we needed a place to live. We know we needed a foundation. We know we had to start. We had to start from the bottom. We had to start, like they say, you have to crawl before you walk. We crawl together. You know what I'm saying? Till we got where we was. It can be easy now. Everything ain't peach and cream. Sometimes he might say stuff, I might get on his nerve, or he might get on my nerve, but it is what it is. And you gotta want it to work. But if it toxic, if you're going through a lot, they ain't never stress. Gonna have your anxiety going up. You're gonna be if my husband be bad, he might go out the door or go in their room or whatever. But it ain't got to the point where we doing no boxing match and all that. We ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? I was that 6-year-old child who was looking out the outside. Frank, you gonna make me cry. See, I told you I ain't no bag of water there. He said I was that 6-year-old child that was looking out the outside and wondering when he was coming home. And, oh, Lord, Lord have mercy. Wow. 6 bowls of Frank G. My mom left when I was in the 2nd grade and never came back. And she always lied about being on her way. Wow, y'all. I know you have been talking about your dad, 6 bowl. I know you be saying your dad was there. How did I know that? I know that really mentally bothered you. I wait and then wonder, wow. So let me ask y'all a question. As you got older, 6 bowl, I know y'all had, and Frank, I know y'all had questions y'all wanted to ask y'all parents, right? How do you, Frank, your dad no longer here, but how you feel about your mom today, 6 bowl? Did you forgive her? Did you still holding grudges against her? Or how did you was able to deal with that? If you don't mind, if you want to share, how was you able to deal with that, 6 bowl, knowing that your mom left you while you was young? Were you able to forgive her, or y'all? Hey, Lynn, how you doing? Good to see you. Over here talking about anxiety and depression. And if y'all have not excuse me. If y'all have not connected with Lynn, please do. She talk about mental health over there. She talk about different things. I know Monday she do a segment on mental health every Monday. Y'all make sure y'all connect with her. We're talking about anxiety and separation anxiety. Like we right now we're talking about when kids experience their parents leaving them at a young age. And I was asking them, how did that affect them I know it affected them when they was little, but as an adult, was they able to forgive their parents? Were they able to forgive their parents, or they still holding grudges, or what they call that separate? I got it on the thing. When the children go through separating from their children at a young age, it's a type of anxiety too. It's separation anxiety, because they're feeling like nobody didn't want them. They're thinking that it's something they did wrong or something like that. My mother never answered my questions. She would get mad at me because I wanted to know why he wasn't around. Wow. Hmm. So were you mad at your mom, Frank? Or you just, I know as a child it was kind of, especially when you live, I mean, you want to be with your dad, you want to hang around him, you want to go places with him and stuff like that. Deflecting. Oh, okay. I feel I feel like she has nothing to show for all the years she was partying, and she still be turned up. What? Wow. So, but did you was able to forgive her? Do you ever talk about it with her? Yes, this is so real. This is an awesome topic. Yes. Because like I said, people, they deal with this. And it's come from this is something like childhood trauma. And people go through this every day because, like I said, we all want our parents to be together. That's just what we want, but we have to understand that can't take all that different type of behavior and stuff. I remind her when she say certain stuff. Oh, you do say about. But did you forgive her though? That's the question I asked. Did you forgive her? I know you were young and she was still partying or whatever. But you forgave her then. But I know, like you said, certain time you probably think about it, don't you? Yeah. And you got your kids, and I know that like I said, I think you're doing an awesome job. You got 7 kids, and I think you doing great with them. I think you're doing great. Hey, Kenneth, we're talking about anxiety disorder, and also talking about the one when kids be separating from their parents, and they call that. I got on this thing right here. It's called the separation. It's kind of like a disorder that kids deal with as children, but once they get older, it's still being them because they be thinking, was it my fault my parents left? Was it something I did? And some kids, they have that in their mind and make them feel like some people go into deep depression. Some have suicidal thoughts. If anybody going through any of those type of things, please talk to someone. Please talk to someone. There are numbers out there you can talk to someone 24 hours. Like I said, I just do commentary, I just do awareness, but I don't diagnose no one because I deal with anxiety myself. And I have came a long way with my disorder. But if I find myself getting overwhelmed or go through any type of dramatic situations, I start having shortness of breath. I start trembling. And sometimes I don't even remember what even happened during that episode. That's why when I go somewhere, if I be with my family, I take my medication. I take my medication every day. I take it every day. That's why you don't see me arguing with nobody over here. Before I let these people on YouTube talk about me, stress me out or have me to go there, I just don't come on. Or I say what I gotta say. You know what I mean? But she didn't know. I knew he was. Oh, you growing up in abuse, it affect you. It really do. I don't know why I'm going in and out, but she she's a very, very awesome mom. I love the way. I'm trying to read what Lynn said. My thing like it going out. She said, do a six. Said, Lynn said, sitting around. She heard y'all because I be like, wow, I seen her working with the bathroom. She was talking about the roof one day. She be doing a lot. She be doing a lot. I be like, wow, sis, bro, you had to do that. That wind blowing. Dad, can't why you going to that door right now? Your mama car ain't out there? Your mama car ain't out there? I thought your mama was in there. Why you scared? Don't be, ooh, child. Don't be doing that. I was like, I saw you. Your mama being got that thing on that door right now. I heard somebody messing with the door. Like, that my grandson. Cause you let you know when somebody coming at the door. He gonna go to the side. No. What I be doing? Look, y'all don't want to see me going to the. But yeah, she doing good. And I told her, look, she was saying, she like on her channel, she was saying at one time she'll pop up or come when she able to come. And I told her, I said, look, you come when you come on your channel, do what you gotta do when you can. Cause you got your babies and the people that support you, they'll understand. They will understand. Because like I always say, life outside of YouTube, you make sure you and them babies good. Don't I don't trust a lot of people because I feel like people will always leave and so that kind of mess up your trust issues. I understand. And see, that's how I am about my children, my grandkids. And when my children were coming up, I didn't trust them staying with people because I was raped. Because I spent the night with my aunt, which I have shared with y'all. And that long term affected me. It's still with me today. And I be trying to tell my daughter, I said, look, she like, Mama, she's tell me, Mama, lighten up a little bit. You ain't got, I can't help it because of what I went through as a child and what I went through. I didn't let them go through it. I didn't believe in letting them spend the night with people like that because I had issues with it. And she always about my mom and them, like my granddaughter birthday this weekend, right? She having a sleepover. I didn't do that. It's just because of what I went through. I went through that trauma. I went through that, and I just didn't want them to experience what I had went through. And she stayed with me about one friend, but I didn't let them. I didn't let them go nowhere for real. They were like, "Ooh, your mom." I'm not. That wasn't being strict. I was just being protective because I was spending the night with my aunt, and her stepson came in my bed, came in there and raped me. So that still triggers me when I see a child go through that, or anybody that go through those type of things, when people being took, he took my innocence. You see what I'm saying? And so I I be, I be like, when my grandkid be like when my grandkid get ready to go somewhere, my daughter be like, KJ finna go here, he finna go with these people. I be like, who they is? I mean, I be asking all kind of questions. I do. I be just like I'm the police, because it's just the way I am. It's just the way I am. Because I don't want nothing to happen to them. I don't want nothing to happen to my babies. I really don't. Six Bowls, I feel like she has nothing to. Okay, I did read that part right there. Top bottoms are deflecting. I guess I'm behind with the comments, but they're right. Shout out to the family. Let's see, did I miss something? Oh, okay. Yeah, so I understand, Frank. Did you have to have any type of counseling or anything? Did you have to have any counseling, Six Bowls? I had to go to counseling. And as an adult, when I was going through my deep depression, when I first started getting sick with cancer and stuff, I was going to counseling. And they diagnosed me with anxiety. I guess as a child, I'm used to people leaving my life. It is hurtful feeling. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Hey, Angie. They're one of my troopers. I didn't know you was in here. Good to see you. We're talking about anxiety, and cause May is Women Health Month, and I just been sharing different stuff. Last week I think I shared about mental health. Monday I've been sharing different things on different days, but the day we're talking about anxiety, and I had named the seven different types of anxieties, and we was talking about the separation anxiety disorder. This is the one that, like, when the kids go through separating from their parents, or they something, how his dad left, and he would wait on him. He would never was around. And Six Bowl was talking about her mom left her at an early age, and those type of things do. This is called separation anxiety disorder. It's common in young children that results in extreme fear of being separated from a loved one, and sometimes something tragic happened to this person. So, and then I was just naming out the different type, like generalized anxiety disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, panic disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, social anxiety disorder, phobias, and separation disorder. I have panic attacks. I have that type of anxiety. And sometimes I be having PTSD because I be in fear. Like when we was running around that mall that day, I know I would have PSTD and all kind of stuff. When that boy walking around with that gun, shoot, I ain't know if he was gonna shoot me and my children or what. And that was so scary. So that was very dramatic. What did you tell me? Did you tell me you deal with some type of anxiety before? Yes, that definitely understandable. How it's still in me as an adult. Even though that happened to me when I was 8, and I'm 56 years old, but I get triggered. I get triggered. I can't really watch a movie like that when somebody doing something to a child in that way. And, I be hearing about all these different cases and stuff. And it triggers. It triggers me. And then I look at my own grandkids and I say, I don't want nothing to happen to them. So my trust issues, I, I want them to be where I can see them. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. But I know they had to grow up. I know they want to be around their friends, but I had to I had to accept it, but I couldn't get away from what had happened to me. I said, I'm gonna protect my children, and I try to protect my grandkids. My daughter be like, "Mama, you gotta ease up a little bit." I was people still. I don't just trust people. You can't hardly trust your own relatives. You hear what I'm saying, y'all? There's a video. Let's see. Okay, there's a video on trusting others with your kids that is trending. What about is that six ball? It's like a commentary or something. I can read it, but I can't play it. But yeah, there's a video on trusting others with your children that is trending. It is grown ups telling about stuff that happened with people they parent trusted. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know you do talk to your kids, six bowls. I know you probably tell them. I tell these children all the time. I don't care who they are. If somebody doing something to you that they shouldn't, please let us know. Hey, Sandra, how you doing, Sandra Clark? I see my members in here. Shout out to those what? Shout out to those Georgia troopers. Thank y'all for being my members. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all link should be dropping. Nightbot just not want to come back to work. He been out of work for 4 days, y'all. I don't know what happened to Nightbot. So if y'all don't see a link in there, y'all know to type troopers, but I try to put all my members in there. Okay. Even as much. Okay. I didn't know you was in here, Sandra. I didn't know you was in here. Y'all make sure y'all connect. Because I'm trying to read the comments and talk all at the same time and skipping everybody. How you doing? You said because I was like, Lord, that is the one thing I wanted to protect my daughter from was oof, being raped. Let me see, can I go back to what you said? But it happened to her. What? But it happened to her at her being a young teenager. She's only going on 16. What? And oh my God. Wow, Sandra. I'm sorry to hear about that. It happened last year in school. This situation happened. A student had violated our daughter. I understand the protection mode that you're in as grandmother, and I am that way as a mother, but you like that thing. Wow. I'm sorry about that, Sandra. How is she doing though? How your daughter doing? I tell you, even though I was 8 years old, it's still with me at 56 years old because I think about my babies. I really do. No child, nobody should have to go through that. Somebody taking advantage and doing them. Hey, young Riz, how you doing? Good to see you. Trying to see if I make sure I overlook nobody. I can look on the other device. You doing all right, young Red? We're talking about anxiety, PSTD, different types of anxiety disorder. And I was just saying, anybody going through any type of separation anxiety, social anxiety, don't feel bad because I deal with anxiety. I have a disorder, but I have came a long way. Yeah, let's put some flowers in the chat for Sandra. That's my sis right there, y'all. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry to hear about that. So, how is your daughter? How is she mentally? Wow. Wow. How is she mentally, Sandra? Did you have to get her some, to talk to someone, or y'all just pray with her and talk to her and wow. Nightbot part of DE. I don't know what wrong with Nightbot. He went on vacation. I've been suffering through anxiety since childhood, but I found ways to manage it. Yeah, I know you was telling me about it, Young Riz. So how are you feeling today? I mean, I take medication. I've been on medication for a few years now. Wow, Sandra, I'm so hard to say it. I hate to hear that. Angela, how you been doing? You been doing okay? Yeah, we try to protect our children, but it's just still, some people just don't care. And that's something I worry about when I'm with my daughter because, okay, I did read that. Okay. I'm going back looking at the comments because I didn't know you had wrote that 3 times in my life. Understand? Wow. I have so many times. I have so many times on my channel, I believe, but I was raped. What? You was raped too, Sandra? I have so many times on my channel, 4 times by one boyfriend and one of my girlfriend brother. What? Oh my God. Mm-mm. That's a lot. And Angie said, I'm going back read because I couldn't read it on that the computer. I'm going back reading y'all comment. Angie said, once it had presented itself, it will always be there waiting to be triggered. We just got to learn and manage and best we can. Yep. That's why I said I be reading a lot. I play music. I come on and talk to y'all sometimes. Like I said, I take medication for it. My husband got sick the other week, and I thought I was going to go into one day, and I had started breathing. My daughter was telling me, "Mama, breathe," because he wasn't. My husband was having shortness of breath. We didn't know what was wrong with him, and by me seeing him going through that, I was getting upset, and I was about to go into a panic attack. And, but I really practice breathing. The internet ain't doing right or so. But I kept on had to keep Lynn said, yes, a lot of people have anxiety. Yes, they do. And don't let nobody judge you if you having that. That don't mean A lot of people think because you have a lot, like I was saying on and I know Lynn probably talked about it on her channel. A lot of people don't get mental health and mental illness. They don't know the difference. They don't know the difference between both of them. What I'm dealing with, anxiety, that's a disorder. That's something like a illness. Well, it's a sickness, but it's not a mental illness. But people do label people with anxiety and depression, PSTD. They think people crazy, but that don't mean that. That don't mean that. This dealing with your emotions and your way of living. So don't let another person put you in a box or make you feel like, oh, she's just crazy. There ain't nothing wrong with her but crazy. Don't let nobody make you feel like that. Because everybody deal with some type of mental health and physical health. You're dealing with it every day. Cause I'm sure a lot of y'all YouTube creators probably have some people coming in your chat acting like they ain't got no sense. Because I know I do. But what I'm saying is, people shouldn't judge other people because a lot of people cannot handle. Some people are not as strong as others. Some people is not as strong as others. What somebody else might be strong about, I use my platform to try to keep myself encouraged, and I try to encourage others. Because, like they said, a lot of women, it's affecting women the most, but men do go through it. Frank, he's still in here. Cause I think Frank was having a moment. Frank, you okay? I think he was having a moment. He was talking about his dad. Is Frank still here? Yeah. And my prayers go out to everybody that went through some kind of dramatic experience and that are still struggling with things. See, that's why I do these type of shows, because we can help each other. We can encourage each other to encourage each other. It's gonna be okay. Better days are coming. They be saying it's not a cure for some of this stuff, but there are ways we can manage and still try to live our life. And that's what I do. I just try to take. Cause yesterday I was just having one of them days. When I get like that, I just don't come on. Cause yesterday was one of those days. I think I did a video, and I just went up to it, socialize. Do y'all just get like that sometimes? Sometimes I just rest. Sometimes I just get my rest. And I said, today I feel like coming on, sharing some commentary. We got to take care of ourselves mentally and physically. We really do. I missed a lot of comments because I didn't know you was in here. Sandra said, I know it did change her mentally, but I thank God for my hubby. Amen. Praying mom and grandmother. Yes. And that's what I said too, Sandra. I thank God for my mom and my dad. My dad wanted to kill that joker. When he did that to me, he wanted to kill him. And my grandmother. And I tell you, a good support system does help, y'all. Having a good support system does help. Having somebody that, because people, having a good support system is good. Some people saying they can't talk to their family members, but if you can't talk to someone you trust, they got 1-800 numbers where you can call and talk to somebody. I have the link if anybody want to come up. It's up to y'all if anybody want to come up and share anything. But yes, I like these type of conversation because, we're here for each other. We're here to say, look, I'm not alone. There are a lot of people going through this. But a lot of people deal with it, and they just hold it in sometimes. They don't want to speak on it, especially if they didn't been through something real dramatic. So Sandra, thank you for sharing with us. And Frank, thank you for sharing about your dad, Six Bowls. I appreciate you. And all of y'all that been sharing inputs about anxiety and things like that. You put the Care Bear move over. Oh, Angie. Girl, that thing done got so wild. He don't even want to stay in his cage. My daughter was just saying today, she don't know what she gonna do with him. She got to get another cage. He didn't figure out a way to get out that cage. I mean, that's sitting on the bed right there before I came live. And I be having to put my knee up because my knee, like, it be in a lot of pain, right? And I had my feet down. I kept on feeling so going toward my foot. I'm like, what? They get it, Pete. He done got loose. Because every time they put him in the cage, he get out. Y'all want to do something. I don't want to catch up and be laying down that thing, man, got in the bed with me. So no more problem going to a fit then. I was trying to make sure Frank all right, y'all. Did he leave? Because I think he had a little moment a while ago. Anytime we talk about some things as a child, what we went through, and but Frank, you okay? All right then. And just know, I wish your dad could have been around for you and been out for you, and I'm sure when kids do need their parents. They might not be able to stay in the same household together, but if you're not with your husband or your baby dad or whatever, at least do it for the children. Try to arrange something if you're able to deal with the other person. You know what I'm saying? Because you probably been in a certain type of relationship or a marriage where you just don't want to look at the daddies, or the daddies don't want to look at the mama, but just try to work things out for the children, because it do have long-term effect on them. Anything we share today is not to judge no one. Like I said, my channel is, I don't judge anyone. I try to uplift. We try to uplift each other, try to help each other along the way. Frank, you would be a good. Yeah. I be telling him, Frank, so he can't deal with that going live stuff. She said, Frank, you would be a good doing talks on your show, like your calm voice. Yeah. Frank said he can't deal. He'll do his video, but Frank said he can't deal with that live. Yep. But yeah, outside of YouTube, most people think I'm not loyal to them, but I move the way they treat me. I understand that, Frank. I feel. Hey, Ruth, I didn't know you was in it. I think this was good to talk about today, because like I said, people are dealing with this. They're dealing with social and panic attack and different things like that. I deal with it. But I can knock on wood that I had no real bad one in over a year, because I've been praying more, y'all. I've been just letting things go. But we're human. We are human. We are. And we gonna worry some. We gonna worry some, but it's just how much of it, it's at a point where, because I know at one particular time I was stressed. I thought one while I was gonna have a nervous breakdown. That's just how bad mentally I was, y'all. I did. And I don't know if anybody have ever been there or been to that point. I have. I have been feeling like I didn't want to be here at times. Hold on. I'm back. But yeah, what Nightbot doing? Nightbot acting up. Is he acting up? I'm trying to see what Young Red said. Uh, I have to look on my other device because I've been missing some of y'all comments. That was my daughter. She's like, Mom, you must be live. Cause I went up to her yesterday. I was just, I was, we have those moments, and I do. I have my moments. I just got to rest. Frank said, I had to raise myself as a man, even though I had my stepfather around, but he was more in the church than anything. Wow. Here we got Ruth in the house. I got all my troopers in here. Shout out to those Georgia. What? Shout out to those Georgia troopers. I'm trying to see if I didn't know you was in here. Oh, hey everybody. The one that I hadn't seen, because I'm trying to look on one device and look at the comments on the other device. Then I'm trying to talk to, but we've been talking. We had a good talk today. We have had a good dialogue about anxiety, separation anxiety, social anxiety, and all these things does exist, y'all. I didn't come live yesterday because I was restless, and I've been on this medicine, y'all, and it made me real sleepy. And I said, I'm just going to, the day I felt like coming on and sharing some stuff. You can't hear me? Oh, yeah, I was on the phone with my daughter. How you doing, Sirius? But I'm okay, sweet. I was just having one of them days yesterday. I be like that sometimes when I get those days. Sometimes, I just have to do what I have to do, rest, and because I deal with anxiety. I have very important to me, very important. But yeah, thank y'all for sharing your input about anxiety and some of the things that y'all have shared today. We got to keep each other in prayer. We got to keep each other uplifted up. I was trying to find that what Young Reds had said. I see somebody said the British something. Okay. It's only been 3 years since my mom has passed away. But when I hear about Mother's Day, special moment concerning mom is a trigger. I know you probably had kind of your day wasn't good on Mother's Day, I'm sure. A lot of people say when you lose your parent or a child, it's not the same. That's why I hear a lot of people say. So prayers going out to you, Sandra. Y'all make sure y'all check out Sandra every morning. Sandra be up there cooking that breakfast, y'all. Ooh, she just be making me hungry. I be trying to cut back on some of that food. She be cooking a healthy breakfast every morning. You must get up early, Sandra. Them breakfasts be looking so good. It been pretty good. Better than it was yesterday. Yesterday I was just having one of them days. I was, you know how they be saying when you be having those moments. Yeah, I was just having one yesterday. But I was okay, but just was one of those days I just needed just rest and because I was taking my medication. Um, but it's good to see everybody. Okay, I see him. I'm going back looking at the comment. Okay. But yeah, Frank, you turned out pretty good, Frank. Even though you didn't have your dad around, but your granddad, even though you said you raised yourself, but I'm sure that your granddaddy had some type of influence. I think when they have all that stuff running on the internet, it knocked my live out. That's what's going on. I was trying to read what Young Riz had said. He was saying something about the British. Y'all make sure y'all check my members out. Ruthie, Miss Key, Sandra, Angie. Who else in here? I'm sure they have put some work out today. I was trying to read what Young Riz had said about the British. I don't know what everybody been doing today, but y'all check out their videos. Okay, he was saying something about the British. I had to bring it closer, y'all. Still can't see. The British Patriot. I'm trying to look for it on my phone. So, but I hope everybody, okay, he said, yes, the British Pakistan can experience the effects of post colonial trauma, particularly related to the Patriot of India 1947 and the legacy of British rule in the region. What do that mean? Right now, I got StreamYard. This StreamYard I'm using. This you talk about internet service or the streaming? I'm on StreamYard right now. With they high sell. Yeah, my daughter got AT&T, I believe. She got AT&T internet service. Frank said, God is my real father, not earthly father. All right now. I hear you. I hear you. Oh, you did a video about relationship yesterday. Oh, one day I seen when you was talking about positive messages. But yeah, I'm doing okay, Siri. Just they gave me a new kind of medication to take, you know, it for inflammation. Cause and sometimes it make me sleepy. It all depends on if I take it early. If I take it early in the morning, you know, I should be okay by this time of day. But I took it late yesterday. That's why most of the mornings I mostly sleep. That's why y'all don't really see me that in the early in the mornings, unless I just be up at a doctor appointment or just up. I normally be resting up until 11 at the most, 11:30. Listen, I got. Oh, look at my baby. Look at the birthday girl, y'all. Oh, pretty. Look at her, y'all. Oh, she gonna be 7 Saturday.
And after this, and after I pass second, I'm gonna be at 3rd grade.
Oh, did you cry? Let me see your head. Oh, get on my bad leg now.
Okay.
Y'all see my baby?
Only 4 more days to my birthday.
She got a birthday Saturday, y'all.
It's May 25th.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Grandma, how am your own grandchild? But you forgot when my birthday.
I ain't forgot your birthday. I said your birthday in a few days, girl.
You said that it was in August somewhere.
No, I said your birthday. I told them, I said, Boost's birthday this weekend. I said, Carrie's birthday last weekend. Yeah, this my youngest birthday. She graduated in the morning. Don't do that.
I'm not the youngest, Carrie.
I said, you the youngest granddaughter.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be little anymore. Because I'm gonna be in, like, after
Carrie, I was telling about guinea pig. That thing going wild, ain't it? He going wild. That guinea pig that went wild, y'all.
What do you mean?
You need to put him back in the cage.
He escaped anyway.
Angie said happy birthday.
Thank you.
She gonna be 7, y'all. Don't put that in there. I know you cried because she had to call.
I did not cry.
You ain't cried?
No, I did not cry at all. I only cried when Mom took my hair down.
Oh, okay. There, let's just stay up a little while, y'all. This day last week of school, y'all. Oh my goodness.
Tomorrow I'm gonna be at the summer break.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
What? Ooh. Y'all gonna be out all that while?
Yeah.
I'm going on my vacation. I'm going on a vacation.
No, you're not. That's that annoying.
Yep. Brain Kyrie, I ain't seen him since the other day. But yeah, y'all, Frank, you at least you forgave your dad, you know. You saw how he was doing and stuff. You did forgive him. Cause you don't have any kids, do you, Frank? You have any kids? I know I'll never hear. Hey, Lane Love. Well, thank you, Young Riz, for sending out. Welcome. Let's welcome Lane Love to the chat. We were just talking about
Ouch.
Put your hand there. We were talking about anxiety and how people have to live with anxiety and different things like that.
Emotion.
Yeah, anxiety is your emotion and your feelings, and I was just telling them about how I was having. I was just telling them about when I was having those panic attacks. I'm glad I ain't been having none lately.
You still have some in there.
Huh? I'll be like to have them around them because they don't really, understand what, I be going through. She thought I was having a heart attack one time because I was breathing funny, but it's anxiety, But I have came a long way, y'all. I started. I had to let things go. I just pray more but it get rough sometimes. Oh, you do? So how do it make you feel? You said I have anxiety as well. I'm getting treatment for it now. Yeah, I've been on medication for a while. I've been on it for a while, I was having them real regular at one time because of mine's come from like dramatic situations, fear, because I get real, like, y'all saw how I was when somebody was at the door, right? I'm easy to be jumping, like, That was my grandson at the door. I'm like, boy, you better be doing that. Because they know I'll stream out. I'll stream out in a minute. He at the door. I'm like, somebody at the door? Because he usually come through the other door when he get out the bus. Coming on the door, and I just saw the top of his head. I said, boy, don't be doing that to me. Shoot. I said, it got to be one of them kids. I just saw my little grandson because he got some dreads, right? And I wasn't going to open that door till I found out who that was. Because my daughter usually had a thing where I could hear when people come in on the alarm, right? He wasn't saying that. I said, who that? Y'all saw me when I got up and did like that. But don't have me to have no tact today. But yes, okay. Nope, I want kids, but too many women don't take relationships serious. I understand that. Y'all, let's welcome Lena Love to the chat. She come from Young Red's chat. Let's welcome her to the channel. And I hope you come back, Lena. Is I'm saying your name right? Over here, I share different things from wellness to awareness. I do food preps. I do entertainment. I'm all about keeping myself motivated along with others. So these flowers are for you. Thank you for coming in. We do welcome you so much, so much. So let me see what she was saying about. She's, I have constant pressure in my chest all day, and I physically shake in his, yep, physically shake in stress situation. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, sweetie. So what are they doing? Are they giving you some medication, or do you have I have to practice breathing during the day. Breathe in and out. When I feel myself get overwhelmed, I start practice breathing. Sometimes I read my Bible. Sometimes I find something good to watch on TV. I try to keep myself busy. Because if I sit down and if I'm dealing with something, I'm going to stress myself out. Then I'm going to go into probably a panic attack or whatever. So I had to learn to let go and let God. That was my biggest thing, to put faith over fear. Hey, man, come here, Kai. Grandma ain't seen you since the other day. Come here. Hey, Tay. Come here, Kyrie. Come here. Give him his thing. He want his toy back. But yes, Frank, I got 4 children and 1 grandbaby, and I had to do it all by myself. Wow, Angie. Prayers going out to you. And what Frank said, not all women I know how people would take it. Okay. But yes, try to do some breathing treatments, because that's how I be. If I feel like I'm overwhelmed, and I have to take I have medicine for my chest pain too. But I don't, see, my husband got sick the other day, last week. That was the closest I have been about to have one. But I didn't go have one, but I did feel myself breathing funny because I was worried about him because he was having shortness of breath. And then me and him both out there. My daughter was on the phone telling both of us to breathe in and out. So I kept myself as calm as possible because I was trying to make sure he all right. So I done learned how to start learning how to cope with it. I take my medicine every day.
Wake up in the morning.
Come here, Kyrie. Hey, man. Grandma ain't seen that boy, huh?
When you wake up in the morning and Mom comes here, you don't have to get straight up.
What time your program is? Your program is at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Why is it so early?
Shut up.
You have 3 boys? Come here, Kaka. Bring him here. Give my baby a hug. I ain't seen him since his birthday. Come here, Kaka. He wants some. He wants some. Where his cup at? He probably want his cup. Bring him. Before going to the doctor, I was doing breathing exercise. Oh, you were? Hey, man. Hey. Go get that cup. What you want? You want your cup? This is my great grandson, y'all. I got him all today. What you want? He wants something. KJ, go get his cup. What you want? He got a haircut, y'all. What's wrong with you? KJ, come find his cup. Where you trying to go? Where his cup is he? KJ, come bring his cup. Yeah, he got a haircut. No, not me. He had a fit when they cut. What you want? KJ, go get his cup. That's right. A good support system. It's good to have a good support system. I'm trying to read what she said. Before going to the doctor, I was doing breathing exercise, but I stay cleaning all day. I burn myself out. I understand. Just, see what kind of treatments they offer, because there are some things out there. Like I said, I didn't want to be on medication, but I was going through a lot of dramatic stuff. So I had to, I went through cancer, and I witnessed my granddaughter trying to kill herself, and I was raped. I went through a lot of running from a crazy man in the mall who had a gun. So I done been through a lot of dramatic, fearful stuff that have had me in that kind of situation. KJ, get his cup. But I haven't had a bad. I've been trying to let go and let God. But they told me I need to take my medicine every day, so that's what I do. That's what I do. Take care of yourself, Lonnie. Do you have a channel? Lonnie Love? If you have a channel, type Troopers, and people can go to your channel. She said she had 3 boys. And you said she had 2 boys and 2 girls. I have a boy and a girl, 36 and 27, and 4 grandkids. Well, 3 grandkids and 1 great grand. So you waste that water down there. Your mama already. KJ did it. Get that water down there. Woo. Yeah. I mean, Kyrie. Who the kid finna be out of school, y'all? He finna give you your cup. You finna get it. Yeah. You want your cup. You want that cup. Yeah, he had got a haircut for his birthday. And I got my hair okay, Sandra. Y'all make sure y'all check out my girl Sandra. She normally put a breakfast out every morning. She's always putting out positive messages on her community wall. So y'all make sure y'all check her out. Appreciate you, Sandra. She's a Sister Joy girl. I'm going to head out, going to watch my show and relax. That's right. You have a blessed day, and all my other sisters and brothers, and have an amazing, blessed day to love y'all. I love you too. And thanks, Sherry. Y'all make sure y'all check her out over there. She be doing reviews over there. She got members. We all try to stay connected and support each other the best way we can and when we're able to. So y'all make sure y'all check them out. Hey, East God, I didn't know you. I know I saw you earlier. How you doing? Y'all make sure y'all support East God. He trying to work on his hours. I see he been doing some night lives, some silent lives, and that will help. Who? He got hip cup. They came here and ate a pizza. They gonna eat that spaghetti now? You like your hair growing back? You like it filling in, eh? But let's see. Top bottom said they have 3 adult son, 1 adult daughter, 3 grandson. Okay, all right then. That's all right. Prayer go out to you when the summertime comes. Woo, Frank. You already know. You already know. You already know. Who got them song? Woo. Well, I think that let me see, one on working, one on going to summer camp. So I probably want to be doing, but when they do be with me, when I be up to it, I do, watch them when I'm up to it. If I be feeling up to it. Lana said I didn't want the medication either. The doctor thinks I have depression, but I don't feel indifferent with it. It has only slightly helped me with my anxiety. Okay. A lot of people don't take it. I think it helped me some, but it ain't like it's gonna, cure it, but it just gonna have you comfortable, huh? What you want to eat? Y'all got some spaghetti in now? Yeah, are they out of school? I be like, did y'all eat at school today? You see that chicken in there? It's a spaghetti in the refrigerator. You gonna eat some of that chicken?
Yeah. Duh.
Girl, you ate a pizza. You ate a pizza when you got here. You still hungry?
Yeah.
Woo, they already got started, y'all. They get out of school.
What to put it
Mm,
on? Sunny?
yeah, that'll do it. But you going to summer camp, ain't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You say you got a. So do you have your link to your products bottom? Bottom be making her own skin products and different stuff. If y'all want to check her out, I don't know if she have a link to it, but she be doing her own products. So y'all make sure y'all check her out. Your website, yeah. If y'all want to check her out, you can check it out on her channel. You done drunk all that milk. Okay. That's her link right there. If anybody want to check out her website. See, I don't do that to everybody. I don't let everybody drop their businesses in here. But if you're a moderator and member of my channel, I do make exceptions. You know what I'm saying? I don't just let people come in doing that. So I try to be fair around all around the board. I try to help people out as much as I can. So y'all want to check her out? Y'all check her out. I'm be having my son website. Me and him probably gonna get together this weekend and talk about his products. And I also have my website with spread shop where I do different shirts. I be doing like awareness shirts. This right here is IBS awareness. I be doing mental health. I put designs out. I just let spread shirt on there. I have mental health. I have breast cancer awareness. I do different designs. A lady now, that's why I'm gonna get on out. I gotta do some design some aprons and stuff for this lady for. But yeah, we have to help each other out, support one another the best way we can. But this was a good live. It was a good live, and I like to share these type of live. People can. I like reading your comments, or if you want to come on the panel, you could have came on the panel. And let's continue. You try to hit my link. What link? What you talking about? Website or the link to my shop? What you talking about? The link to the channel? I didn't put the link to the channel in there. That what you talking about? What link you talking about? Oh, I think I gotta reprint it. I think I gotta reprint it because I put it in Nightbox. Or somebody else had told me that but it's connected to my shop is connected to. What are you doing? Yeah, it about time me to get out. Look, it about time me to get Frank. They already got started, Frank. Them two little Jesus. It's hooked it up to my store too. It hooked it up to my store. I mean, it hooked it up to my channel. I mean, oh my God. I'm finna tap on your I'm finna tap on your link now. Let's see what you got going on. So when I tap on your link, it go to your channel. Do you have the link somewhere else? Because I tried to tap on your link a while ago, but it's just taking me to your channel. Do you have your link on your channel? Oh, grandma's cooking. Oh, Grandma Lynn. Yeah, I just seen her live. Y'all make sure y'all check out Grandma Lynn over there. But I'll be busy with my boys this summer too. I have babies 3, 4, and 10. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna be a handful. I know, cause these two here already. Especially these two little ones right here. Come here, Boosie. Boosie, come here. See what Kyrie doing.
You really see what he doing.
I'm finna end this, huh? Where your mama gone? So is your link on your channel? Because I tried the website. I tried to go to your link a while ago. But anyway, you guys, I gotta see what these babies up to. But I enjoyed y'all. I know I gotta go to my baby graduation in the morning. I'll probably come out live tomorrow. Just have we can just chat some more about some different stuff. Yeah, I can't tap on it though. It won't. It won't let me tap on it. It just go to your channel. Is it on your channel? It ain't showing up. I see it, but it's not where I can, it's not in blue or anything. It's just white and I can't. But I'll check it out. If I had to go to your channel and look at it, look it up. But anyway, you guys, I enjoyed everybody. Anybody going live next? I know Miss Keaton. She normally go live at night, one of my members. Good night, Angie. It's good to see you. And thank you for sharing. Thank all of y'all for sharing. That's what we over here do. We try. But I'm going to share this scripture with y'all before I go. I'm going to end it right here. Sometimes, I read scriptures and they seems to comfort me, or I play some music, or but I'm gonna read this scripture to y'all. Did I put it in there? Yeah, Grandma Lynn. Yeah, sometimes that seems to, and I listen to soft music. But Lainey, thank you for coming over, sweetie. And I hope things work out all right for you. I know what you're feeling like. This right here is Philippines chapter 4, 6, and 7. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all that He has done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your heart and mind as you live in Christ Jesus. I like this scripture right here because I like what it say. It said, don't worry about anything. But we human, y'all. We human. We gonna worry some. But pray about everything. This is Philippines 4, 6, and 7. Y'all want to read that. I read that. I read a couple of scriptures and it helps me. It helps me. Riz is calling out Muslim for the betterment of others' countries, and we are protected. Oh, okay. What going on? What happened? What I missed? I done missed something. Oh, that's good. Why did? Oh, I'm going back looking at some old comments. Okay. It seems like my computer is delayed because some of those comments already then passed by. Okay. That was Sandra was talking about her daughter. And I'm sorry to hear that about your daughter, Sandra. I know how I feel to be like that. And that is no joke. Have have family members or somebody that raped you and do that to you. That stays with you. That's why I said I know I'm traumatized in that area because it always triggers. I'm always getting triggers from it. Joy girl, I came out of nowhere. Okay, I'm looking at some old comments, but yeah, y'all. But read Philippines 4, 6, and 7. Let's see if I put it in there. He didn't tell us not to worry, y'all. God had never said not to worry, but what He want us to do, He really want us to trust Him. He want us to give it to Him. And I had to learn the hard way sometimes. You can't help everybody. You can't help people that don't want help. You cannot help others and neglect yourself. Cause we gotta start. You gotta start. Sometimes we hate to tell people no, and I'm like that. Sometimes I just say, "Well, I'm gonna be. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna go on and do it for them or whatever." But sometimes you can't do it. Sometimes we just have to let go and let God trying to put something. It's all right. I can't do it this time. Or I'm not feeling good myself and I'll take care of that later. Sometimes we neglect ourselves trying to help others. And I know that was some of the stuff that I had to do down in my family and things like that. Sometimes we be trying to do for others and I'm not feeling well. So a person had told me how you could take care of somebody when you're not feeling good your own self. Sometimes I be thinking about that. Sometimes we just can go in God, y'all. He knows what we're going through. He knows our problems. He is a problem solver. And he wants us to just give it to him. I don't know how many people in the chat talk to him. I talk to him all the time. I call a name 24/7. You hear me? I said, Lord, help me. I be saying, Jesus, help me. Help me to make it through the day. Give me the strength, Lord. I'm always talking to God. That one name I call on a lot. And I'm not ashamed to tell people. I depend on him. He's the one. He's here for us. But he wants us to trust him. He wants us to give it to him and leave it out in his timing. And I had to get there in my life. I had to just say, Lord, it's in your hand. Yeah. Yes, you have to. Yeah, I see I was. I'm way behind on my comments. Oh, she do? Between 7 and he said simple meal. I was trying to see if I'm connected to them. Their name do sound familiar. So, Lady Love, I hope you enjoyed coming over here today. We enjoyed you. Hey, Charlene, how you doing? Good to see you. I know you with the other channel, Constant, right? You remember okay. This is Charlene, y'all. She got her other channel is called Constant. I think I got her channel dropping in the chat. Nightbot decided he wanted to work today. And I was trying to see if I got all my members link drop. Did y'all see y'all members? Did y'all see y'all link drop today? I'm trying to see. That's why I'm trying to see. Did I have everybody's name in now? Because he been on strike or something. I don't know where he been, but we was talking about anxiety and separating anxiety. We was talking about anxiety disorder and things like that. Though a lot of people in the chat have shared a lot of things with me today, and I just wanted them to know that they are not alone. Sometimes we find ourselves dealing with stuff, and I just say some things will help me. I do my breathing exercise. I read my Bible. If I be feeling up to walking, I take me a nice walk for as I can, because I have my issues. I play music. I try to keep things to make sure I'm as calm as possible. I like coming on, sharing and talking with y'all. That helps me out too. So, I have a lot of trauma too, but he kept my mind every time. Amen, girl. Amen. I think you are Georgia. I think you. I think I might be connected to them, the person you was talking about. But yes, honey, we gotta. That's right. Yes, balance is paramount to our well-being. We were just talking about what people. A lot of us be traumatized as kids. Though we go through different things. Yeah, I have. You go through things as a child, and then it still stick with you as an adult. You try to move past it, but There are times where some of the stuff I went through is my motivation. It make me it motivate me to keep it going. It motivate me to try to share more and share more things on my channel about things I have overcome. Anxiety is still one of the ones I can say I haven't had a hard one in about over a year, but I still have the disorder. Just learning how to deal with it. Because I was having them bike to bike at one time. And my heart, my chest it would just hurt. And that's not good on your heart, having anxiety. It's not good. You'll have your chest hurting. Lainey Love, she was saying her chest hurt all the time. It's anxiety. So you probably have to start by doing your exercises, your breathing exercises, and you said that medicine don't help, but maybe you can do something else, something to help keep you calm. You know, take a nice walk. And like you said, those kids gonna have you running around there anyway. Who they out for the summer? Jesus, girl, what is that? What what is that you got? What is that? Oh, I thought that was some Lumafar. Ooh, y'all please don't bring out all them toys. I'm glad I got me some rest earlier. Woo. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, when you have a lot on your mind, a lot of burden you carry, you gotta let it go. Don't they gonna end up hurting you mentally? It is. When I was going through that by my dad, we had to go to they had to make sure his prostate got things going. And I called him today. Said he just got to get a what they call a CAT scan. I said the cancer haven't gone away, but it hasn't. It's where they managing it. So at one particular time, he was going through it, and it was taking me through it, and cause he my dad, and it affected me. I let my emotions, I let the emotions got to me because I'm human. So now I learned trying to maintain and try to deal with my emotion more now. Don't put all that stuff in the floor. What kind of read?
Oh, he's
Yeah, but I do appreciate everyone come out tomorrow and chat some more. Y'all know I do a lot of chatting over here. I do want to thank all my members for coming in. I want to thank I think I got a new subscriber today, Lonnie. What's her name? Lonnie Love. Cause I don't think I'm trying to see if I'm connected to her. Go over here and check her channel out. Y'all make sure y'all check out check out Lonnie Love. Do you have a channel? I'm gonna go to your channel now. Well, I almost have been on 3 hours. I might well gonna finish this hour out. Go see what he putting nothing in your mouth. You said my dad recently bought a book that has scripture and incorporate breathing. Okay. Well, do that. Read that song. I was trying to see that you have a channel. Do you have a channel? We can all go over there and connect with you. I'm looking at your name now. I'm trying to tap on your name. The channel. What is that?
look.
What is that? Something you drawed at school?
Oh, I made it at school.
You made it at school?
Yeah. Oh, also I have another project I wanted to show you. Where is it?
Bro, I bet that probably good. Where you get it from? Amazon? Did you get it from Amazon? You don't do much on it? Okay. I was trying to tap on it. But Lonnie do have a channel. She said she don't do much on it. You have nature shorts on there? Okay. We got Charlene in here. Charlene, she's also she do a lot of nature stuff too. She do wellness also.
I made this.
Okay, what is that? An owl?
Okay, where did you get an owl from?
It looks like an owl. What is that?
Do I have 3 eyes?
Oh, wait, what kind of animal?
It's a monster.
Oh, a monster.
Animal. What did you get owl from? With the wings? This is not.
I was looking at the teeth.
Oh.
I was looking at that thing.
Okay, you did not want to look at the eyes.
Yeah, that book might be very interesting.
Look, I made
she
a
want y'all to see her. She made a monster. I thought it was an owl.
Like the teeth.
She made a.
Thank you.
Now go get your stuff up now. Don't put all this stuff on the floor. Yeah. I ain't know what it was. I thought it was an owl. She said, Grandma, that's a monster. These little kids, I tell you. So you was able to tap on her channel? Because I'm trying to tap on it now. Yeah, Angie, she do her shorts over there. Angie, you moving on up over there, girl. What is it? Get my lipstick. No, you know you don't play with no lipstick now. Got to love them. I know, child. Girl, I'm gonna hurt you about my lipstick. There ain't no crayon. No, I can't keep no stuff around you. No, it's not. Yes, my lipstick ain't no crayon, girl.
Yes, this is crayon to me.
Child, please. All right, don't be bad. Your birthday Saturday. Your birthday Sunday, good. Your birthday May 25th.
Yes, it's Sunday.
Is it Sunday?
It's May 25th.
That's Sunday.
Only 4 more days.
Is it Sunday? May 25th. May 25th. I think it's Sunday, Boosie. Y'all can check out. I know Grandma Lynn is live. I don't know who else live. I'm gonna call it 9 minutes. But yeah, I just wanted to read that scripture to y'all. Like I said, sometimes when I read my scripture, and I like being in peace. I'm just gonna tell you. When I don't have to holler at them, I be good. Ain't that right? I hadn't been up here. I hadn't seen them since the weekend. So I've been getting out for the summer. Oh Jesus. Tomorrow y'all lay there, ain't it? I think tomorrow their last day. When y'all kids get out of school? They get out tomorrow. And then August. I think they go back in August, I believe. They go back in August. But I have enjoyed everybody. Like I said, I've been sharing different stuff all month about women's health and wellness. You know, I share on here a lot. How to do just like we know we can go on sales, but sometimes when we can't, go see about yourself. Cause it's so much going on right now. It's heard about Joe Biden, our former president. They said he got prostate cancer. I homeschool, so she home here. Okay. I don't blame you, girl. Yeah, did y'all hear about Joe Biden? They said he got prostate. And they saying he got like a it's very they talk like it's real severe, So my oldest son gets out Friday. The little stay at home with me. Okay. A lot of people do homeschool. We was debating about my grandkids at one time, but we went on and went back. But they gonna go to summer camp, so they won't. I probably around them some this summer, but one of them working because she's gonna be a senior this year, so She need to be working. She already talking about she got fake clothes. My grandson, he probably gonna be doing like sports, the football, basketball camp, and she probably gonna go to the summer camp too. Look, let them all with them some, but I want her to be dealing with them the whole summer. Glad of that. My older was homeschooled for 1 year. He hated it. Probably when that pandemic was going on. He didn't look good as a president. He didn't look good as president. You think he had it all a while, Frank? It's a terror Z. Pray for him. Yeah, our king also has cancer. Yeah, my dad got that kind of cancer too. My dad got prostate and kidney cancer. You know, they said it's treatable, but can be you do spread. And from what they were saying about Joe Biden, like his is to his bone. A lot of people saying they believe he had it while he was president, y'all, but he just didn't you know, he didn't tell the people. They said Donald Trump had said something nice about him. I said, okay. I did read that. Yeah, I did read what Donald Trump had said. You couldn't barely remember. Yeah. Yeah. Never know, y'all. Never know. So prayers going out to them. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. My dad, he had lost some weight at one time, but he looking more and more like himself now, He got to take a pill and stuff like that. After they get a certain age, they don't want to do no surgery on them. They don't want to do surgery. I don't know. I haven't heard what they supposed to be doing to Joe Biden yet. I haven't heard. I just know they say they trying to get him some treatments and stuff like that. Prayers going out to everybody. Like I said, we all going through something, y'all. Whether we speak on it or not, we all going through something mentally, physically, financially. We all going through something. You just got to continue to keep praying, keep telling God to heal us, give us what we need. Yeah, I think he got dementia too. I think he got that dementia, that's when, because when my mom got the early signs of it. Sometimes she forget. She'll ask me about something, and I said, "No, Mama." I think she thinking about her sister. Cause every time she be saying, she be like, my mom be saying, I told my sister, my auntie been gone for 4 years, but she keeps saying, "Petey gone? She dead?" I said, "Yeah, Mom." I had to keep constantly telling that she died 4 years ago, and I told my husband, I said she must be thinking about auntie, cause she talk about her every day, asking about her every day, and I have to keep telling her that she ain't there no more. Yeah, they saying he knew. They try to say he already knew that he was going through that, but a lot of people don't like to talk about stuff like that. A lot of people don't like to. Some people just keep a lot of stuff like that among them and family, but eventually it does get out. Cause I had a cousin. I'm telling y'all, we didn't even know she had cancer up until it was about when we found out one of my cousins had cancer. It was already too late for treatment. Cause they were saying she said she didn't want to be a burden on nobody. And a lot of people feel like when they get like that, they don't want to depend on people. But her daughter, like the main family, be knowing. Like the children probably know, and I bet his sister and wife know. They probably know though. we can't say about it. Both of my grandpas had it. It was sad. Sometimes they passed on. Sometimes they pass on. Okay. Sorry to hear about that. Yeah, life is short, y'all. It's short. I didn't thyroid cancer, but I think about it that it could have been the other way for me. I said God had other plans for me, but I have my issues from it. I still have issues from it. I still take thyroid medicine. I have my other health issues, but I'm here. Told you got cancer. I know how it feels. I've been there. And that one word you don't want to hear. That one word you don't want to hear. But it's good knowing if you got something like that, then they can be able to treat you. That's why they always say get those checkups. That's why I always say over here, make sure y'all get those checkups now, get those breasts checked, get that cervical string, get all the checkups you need. Because early detection can save your because if I hadn't went when I went, because I didn't want to my neck swelled up so big, I did. But I'm glad I did because if I had waited, I don't know how things would have been. I don't know where I would have been by now. But I have enjoyed y'all. I've been on here 3 hours. Look, it's time to get off now. But I want to thank everybody for coming over. And Lonnie, it was good meeting you. And we're gonna have to stay connected. And you continue to take care of yourself. You know how you being called the last person. He hit my number. Anyway, I enjoyed everybody. Thank everybody for sharing today. I like when I interact with the chat. It's good to be able to share and keep each other uplifted. Frank, you always be positive. You share things, and you share a lot of good things on your channel also. Y'all make sure y'all stay connected with everyone that came over. I'm finna get off of here and see what those, well, they're not watching TV, but yeah. But I enjoyed everybody. I probably come out tomorrow, do some throwback stuff. It all depends. I'm trying to switch. It all depends on how I feel. But y'all continue to have a good night. And thanks again, Lonnie, for coming over. I know Grandma Lynn, she was live. She still live? I was trying to see who else was live that came over here. I know Miss Key probably gonna be on. She know I'm coming between 8 and 9. She's working toward her hours. Charlene, did you do anything today? I know I be seeing some of your work on I be seeing some of your work on Twitter. I'm gonna go over there and holler at Grandma Lynn, see what she cooking. She been cooking up something lately, y'all. So shout out to those Georgia what? Shout out to my members. Shout out to my moderators. Shout out to everybody who came over today. Stay encouraged and always say what? Prayed up. And until next time, she cooking a cake. Lord have mercy. She cooking a cake. Y'all make sure y'all stay connected. I know I was over that other night. She was cooking some fish and fries, I think. All right, then. I'll see y'all on the next go round. And I see your short. That was your daughter, or that was you? That was you on that video day. But you doing it at your own pace. I understand that. All right, y'all. See y'all on the next go round. Y'all can go over there and check out Grandma Lynn. She live now. They said she over there cooking a cake. You got her link.